Hey everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan. This is going to be a really quick video. I want to first take a look at this tweet that came out on September 7th on Saturday. And it starts out that whatever Ripple is doing to help grow the XRP ecosystem, it's clearly not working. And XRP_news went on to say that Ripple, please stay as far away from XRP as possible. We don't want your help. We want an independent digital asset for the people. Who agrees? Well, I don't think too many people agreed since your tweet only received 31 retweets. And when David Schwartz weighed in with his response, he said, "I'm afraid we're going to massively disappoint you." And his tweet received more than 548 tweets thus far. Yeah, I think that, David, you have amazing patience. I don't know how you do it. I really don't know how you do it. Well, if you're paying attention to how XRP has been handled since 2012, the company, Ripple, has been selling XRP and using XRP to incentivize market maker activity and to increase XRP liquidity. Liquidity just doesn't happen by itself, not with any project out there. You just don't wave a wand and say, poof, it doesn't work that way. It requires real people behind the scenes strengthening the overall health of any digital asset. If you take a look at this pie shape here of how the XRP digital asset is distributed, you can see that 6 billion is actually sitting in the hands of people at Ripple. 50 billion is in escrow, and 42 billion as of August 25th, 2019 has been distributed. Now, I want to just tell you that liquidity, again, there are even people working behind the scenes to improve the liquidity on Bitcoin. So a digital asset needs to have this liquidity, and it is achieved through high trading activity. And also it's important to have a very small spread between the bid and ask price. It can't be too far. There are two types of liquidity too. There is the retail liquidity and there is the wholesale liquidity. So when you have sufficient liquidity, you can sell quickly at the price you want, and it doesn't have a huge impact on price. There are three things to keep in mind: the 24-hour trading volume, the order book depth, but keep in mind that is not 100% accurate because you don't always see the OTC sales. And then, of course, the spread. You need to see what that spread is, which is the difference between the ask price and the sale price. And as the liquidity gets better, that spread becomes tighter. So what is Ripple doing about it on the wholesale side? Well, you can see that there's a position that went up just 7 days ago for a director of institutional markets based in New York City. This is going to grow the market maker or broker or exchange or any other partner that accelerates the liquidity for the digital asset XRP. It needs to be broadened. And again, I'm going to just reiterate, it doesn't just happen on its own. It's going to take someone with deep experience to be able to achieve this. So who will this director call on? Well, maybe a company like the BCB Group. They are a prime digital asset partner because they provide OTC trades. They can provide an escrow for both cash and coin in multiple currency capabilities to get those payment services done. Yeah, it's a way to provide the solutions for clients who want to buy and sell BTC, XRP, Ethereum, Litecoin, BCH, for example. These trades are negotiated through BCB, the group, on their clients' order basis through a white labeling platform. And you can see that they then will provide that service to people like BitPay, Galaxy Digital, Bitstamp, and Nexo. So again, it just doesn't happen. There are lots of very hardworking, experienced people adding to the liquidity of this entire market. And what's really kind of interesting about the BCB group is they are the only crypto OTC broker regulated in both Switzerland and the UK. So for the retail side, everybody knows there is Spring. And in July, there was 500 million put into the ecosystem using XRP, and that translated to more than 20 companies. And it's all about driving the usage of XRP. And then we had a very exciting announcement in August when Ethan Beard announced that Spring had partnered with COIL on a 1 billion XRP grant. This is to bring customers and creators to the platform. Again, you build a business and bringing consumers and creators, there is no poof. It requires hard work. So I can tell you though, in less than a year since the launch of COIL, it has processed 2 billion payments. So I can tell you it's on the right track. And if you want to visit my COIL website, I'm going to give you just a little bit of a preview of what that special content is going to be. I'm going to just basically set it up here. We've got a young sumo star, possibly a future champion, and look at who he is meeting here. And they are at the touchy eye. They start, and I'm not going to tell you what happens because that is going to be my story in today's COIL. So if you want to know the outcome and the really great ending of this particular bout, please visit my site. I'll put a link to it in the description below. Okay, so moving on to another story. This is interesting. The Brave browser becomes the most downloaded web browser in Japan. Wow. Now, why is this important? Well, it's important because of the crypto adoption. It uses the BAT coin, or the basic attention token. And it's so interesting that Japan is adopting this. As a matter of fact, if we take a look at the top applications that are downloaded in Japan, you can see that Line is #1 with 500 million downloads. Wow, that's an incredible number. Then you have Discord. These are some of the ones you'll probably recognize. That's a chat mainly for gamers, although there are a lot of crypto enthusiasts that also use Discord. And then you have Facebook Messenger, followed by Skype, and then you can see #9 is Brave with 10 million downloads. This is the top ranking apps in Japan. Very, very, very interesting. Okay, now speaking of Line, this is brand new news as of Friday. Line received its license to operate a cryptocurrency exchange in Japan. So you can imagine an app that has over 500 million downloads, and now they got their ability to license a cryptocurrency exchange. This is big news. All right, so last but not least on the bit of news, the SBI group from Japan made another investment. This is for a marketplace in Japan called, what's it called? Bizit. Yeah, so they made another investment using their AI and blockchain fund. It's a Japanese-based company, and it's an M&A, a merger and acquisition platform. It gathers deals from across 158 countries worldwide. Southeast Asia is especially becoming ripe for acquisitions with a lot of disruptors in this space, and SBI now will be on the front row to see what is available. I think looking for the perfect match. Yeah, kind of like the Tinder of business. All right, Chico Crypto. This is funny. So remember his article or his video that was so nicely reviewed by Sam in To the Lifeboats. Well, Chico Crypto as far as I can tell, he took that video off and replaced it with the top 5 signs Bitcoin bull run. Yeah, his old video is nowhere to be found. So I think Sam, you gave him a very clear message. Okay, we are moving. Yeah, I'm moving now to the fluff. All right, so today, oh, it was a tough start for everybody because the typhoon moved out. It came through at its height at 3 o'clock in the morning through Tokyo, and by 6 a.m. it pretty much had passed through. It was a very fast-moving typhoon, but the trains did not get started on time, and thousands upon thousands, if not millions of people, because 2 million people use the Shinjuku station alone. So I think it's millions of people. Yeah, there's 12 million people that come into Tokyo daily on a commute. So yeah, okay, let's say millions of people were waiting and waiting and waiting for the trains to get back on track. So I think it was a very, very frustrating day for commuters who went out early this morning. But I did tell you that I didn't go anywhere yesterday because this is the bout I wanted to see, and this is the Rikishi, which is wrestler, who is just 98 kilograms. He's only 5 feet 6 inches tall. He's a little guy, but he's got amazing technique. And this was his first bout of the Basho, of the tournament. And I just wanted to share with you because he's just amazing. So look at the size difference and look what he can do. Wow. Yeah, so exciting, so exciting. And I just want to continue a little bit to tell you about just a little bit about sumo. The mawashi that they wear as a loincloth, can you believe it's 10 yards or 9 meters long? Yeah, it is something that they wrap around 4 to 7 times depending on your size. In the rules, there's no gouging of the eyes, no pulling of hair, no choking, no closed fist, no kicking. And you'd be surprised, but not all of the top wrestlers are Japanese. A lot of them are from Mongolia, and there's a fair number from Eastern Europe too. But there was a first that took place just a couple of weeks ago on the 25th, I think it was, for the first time ever, girls were allowed to compete in the tournament that takes place once a year for grades 4 through 6. This is the largest amateur sumo event in Japan. 40,000 primary school kids from all over the country and some from Mongolia take place in this tournament, and only 400 make it to the finals. So on the 25th of August, it's a first for the girls, and this is so exciting, I think, for a lot of girls who are seriously training and competing. This is called keiko. This is what you do to strengthen your leg muscles, and it's all about staying low and moving forward. That's the basics of sumo. I mean, there's a lot of technique, but this is one of the ways that people will practice. So I am so happy to tell you that there was a gal in the middle there. She is Shinka Shimabukuro from Okinawa. She won the first place award, and it's just such a great start. Yeah, 180 girls competed. They were from all over the country. There's some 1,000 that are actually active in competition in the country. And I hope someday we can see it as an Olympic sport. I really do. All right, everybody, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.